Did you know that Mexican and Mexican Americans were lynched in Texas? These modern day lynchings of our fathers may be new to you, but our people have been enduring them since their arrival on our land. This is the erased history of La Matanza. Now I'm gonna need you to force yourself to watch until the end, because this is the history that explains why Texas bleeds violence in everything it touches. They lied to you. Texas was never fairly won. It was stolen through lies. Mexico had already banned slavery when it let U.S. settlers in on one condition: respect Mexican law. Men like Stephen F. Austin lobbied Washington and stirred a war, only for the freedom to bring enslaved Africans to Texas soil. Now you know the true foundation for that death state: blood, greed, and continual broken promises. In 1848, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo seized half of Mexico's territory. Of course, on paper, it promised Mexicans who stayed full citizenship and protected land. Now, this is why many of them checked off as white in the US Census, but that's for a whole different video. In reality, their land was stolen, their citizenship ignored, and their dignity stripped away. They were made foreigners in their own homes. I'm gonna say this again, they never crossed the border crossed them. Between 1910 and 1920, Mexicans and Mexican Americans lived under siege, terror, and state-sanctioned abuse. Which is why I always say your appeal to law and authority needs to be questioned, because who gets to make the laws? The people in power. Law enforcement, vigilantes, and especially the Texas Rangers raided and wiped out entire communities through lynchings and massacres they never even told you about. Men and boys were dragged out of their house without trial, so settlers can seize whatever they had left. This was calculated, but most importantly, it was legal. This was state-sponsored ethnic cleansing. We call this decade La Matanza, the massacre. It was almost entirely erased from US memory because who writes our history books again? Now you're gonna want to strap in and follow me for part 2, because I'm gonna walk you through what the terror looked like, naming various people who lived and died through it. And guess what? There are living descendants who are more than willing to tell their family stories today in Texas. The lynchings didn't just happen in Texas, it happened all around the United States. Now, if you'd like to support my work, you can buy me a cafecito, the link is in my bio. You can also Venmo me. I think it's important that we start telling our own stories, and we have to teach them ourselves. If they've erased the past, what makes you think they're not going to erase today when they continue to murder our families? They will rewrite history like they have before. Remember to think critically and question everything, and share this with 5 people. Let's get to learning.